Hello and good luck. All right, we're on the draw. Now, CWS makes me think Storm, and so if they're Storm, I don't really want two Swords of Plowshares, but they could play anything. I want to keep because it has plains or because it has land ponder, and that's probably just flat out wrong. But maybe they'll surprise me and not play Storm. This is some sweet dice roll. You can't see up in the corner, but it's like roll to 1, roll to 1, roll to 1 again. Underground Sea, Hedron Crab. Hello there. So you are Hogak. Could they be could they be blue-black mill? Unlikely. Alright, so they have deployed Grave Crawler. Brainstorm. Basic. Seal of Cleansing. Seal of Cleansing would be nice for an Alter Dementia, but I can handle that off of Force Negation. So I don't think one land is enough here. I'm going to ship all this. I approve. Are you saying why not get planes here? Because I'm not... I didn't see... I felt like I wasn't in danger of getting anything here. Alright, so let's cycle first. That's fair. Because I was not thinking of back to basics in my deck, perfectly honest with you. One, two, three. Because this is why. No, that's just complete luck. Alright, so we're going to play a land with the potential to cycle. But they also, if I remember, their discard is in the sideboard. So we can't shuffle it all. So let's put Moat down. Then a Shark Typhoon. Then we'll draw on the Shark Typhoon. Okay. So we know the 2 cards down, so I want to get through one of them. So I want to take away their ability to flash back. So then they just have to hit us on the front side. Therapy should be main. It was Thoughtseize is what I was thinking of. They named Replenish. I don't have it yet. Alright, so we're going to play a Mystic Sanctuary. And I'm going to put Force of Negation on top so I can draw into it if I have to. So then our first cycled shark can draw me that force if I have to. And then we will have it going forward while we plink away. So what do you think they're going to name? And they might do it because they know they're going to play a land after. Yeah, and they'll know, hey, he drew the Force of Negation, so now they know something to name. I didn't really think about that part. And they named Force of Negation. It totally makes sense. And then scoop. Alright, so we won the first game. Hogak. I think we want that. I think the question is, does Supreme Verdict and stuff like that get me out? I think this stuff is all just... I think that these effects are all just being clever. And we don't need to be clever, we need to win. Narset doesn't do as much. That's true. Humility would turn off. Containment's Priest does not stop Hogak, though, because they still cast it. Humility would turn off the what do you call it, though? I definitely want to hit a moat. What are they doing? They are keeping 7. So this has a Force of Will. I forgot about periphery nodes, but that could deal with the stuff on their side, whether they want it. We'd have to wait a whole turn for it to resolve. And then Brainstorm finds me something. Because Teferi is not... What is that? Marsh Flats. I don't force this. I mean, I remember that Hedron Crab definitely jump-started a lot of stuff, but I'm not going to force it. Just draw Swords of Plowshares. Okay, if I put out a Periphery Nodes, we know that it kills Crab next turn. Yeah. I think I still get the Tundra, though, because I want access to white in case this goes poorly, even with the back to basics. That'll do, pig. Second crab makes me wish I had played the nodes. At least it's not a fetch land. Could have been worse. So if they play a land next turn, it'll hop Bloodghast out. And Bridge from Below. Or no, we just respond. If they play the land trigger, we just play a Containment Priest. Hello, good luck, Jeremy. Thanks for playing. I'm catching up. I'm catching up. Discard your Cabal Therapies. I just worry again that once again, after a cantrip, we still only have 2 lands in play. Vengefine, Bridge from Below. Now, with the fetch land, they're going to be able to get Bloodghast. So they'll probably crack the land in response and get more triggers. Or at least get the Bloodghast trigger again. Yeah. I like that land. We got a Dryad Arbor. Okay. So I see one Cabal Therapy. I didn't necessarily want to ignore it, but I just wanted to make sure I didn't completely whiff. That was my thought. If they flash back a Cabal Therapy, they're going to get some zombies. Yeah, I'm not seeing a place where, I mean, maybe we mill them out with the court. That'd be adorable. Oh. Yep. So that part's bad. There are currently none other ones. What are you naming? What do you got? That is true. I mean, it depends on what they were naming here. They had to, I mean, effectively guess. They named Brainstorm. Fair enough. They found our stream and saw our hand. Just kidding. Paying costs. They can now cast Hogak again with their zombie tokens. So we need a way to deal with Hogak quickly. If we draw a land, we could at least bounce it. Yep. Close. Eight, 10, 12, 14, 16. They're swinging for 17. But they'll be able to get it on the way in and on the way out. So they could take the Teferi they know about, which was going to be my answer to Hogak. And then this Replenish doesn't even matter because not only are we 2 lands away, there's literally nothing to get. Yep. I should have Rest in Peace. Well, no, Rest in Peace would be bad. Rest in Peace in the Replenish deck. How smart. That's the kind of deck building you make when you build your deck a little bit before you actually play. So they do have another Hogak in there. It's worth noting. What do you got? Fatal Push. Gravecrawler. Therapy Flashback. Periphery Nodes. You got me. I've got something to replenish back. Cage would be a good one. Grafdigger's Cage isn't a bad idea. All right, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 16 total. I should probably block. If I block the Bloodghast, they get stuff. Maybe they'll misassign Trample. Take one more threat off the board. Not that that does anything. Because we'll be so low that a Swords doesn't get us out of this. Yeah. That would have worked, because doesn't that make a 0? Yeah. The point is, none of that traded. Like if I trade with the Bloodghast, they actually get more tokens. That was the way to make sure we actually faced less attackers on the next turn, but that part did not actually matter. So, I mean, like, I'm looking at these various cards, and none of them literally matter because we never hit 3 mana, let alone 4 mana. I don't think I want Porphyry Nodes, though. I don't think that's the right call. So I'm willing to put Supreme Verdict in, just as a bailout card. It's blue. It pitches the Force. Ooh, look at this hand. I'm just impressed that it has lands in it and that we can cut back to basics for Nars. That's true. We could have. Sorry, I've been trying to not necessarily rely on advice as much. I'm trying to like play and then kind of interact, if that makes sense. I think maybe I have been seduced Just by the fact that there are lands and spells? Okay, they have mulligan to 6. Alright, Prismatic Vista is the only is the basics only card. I just have to remember that. So we half. I think we would protect or replenish. So I'm thinking Jace and then replenish. That way we know we draw. I put Jace, I put replenish on top, then I can draw the replenish. Although they'll have that around to draw it later. Named Force of Will. Hardcast, Bloodghast. Okay. I'm curious what they name. They named Teferi. Okay. Because that could have been a play for us next turn. So hear me out. Should this be a basic island? If this is island, we still can potentially set up, I don't know. We do this now and we can get a shark for 1. We get planes, and then that next turn we can get a shark for 1 is the thing that I'm thinking. Now I want to ponder. I cycle this for 1, and then we save the ponder for the post replenish so that I'm getting sharks out of it. That was my thought. Oh yeah, it's okay about the delay. I'm just trying to like talking through what I'm trying to do. Abrupt Decay, Hogak, Stitcher Supplier. Careful studying some lands. That was a whiff. Play. Okay. Paying costs. Okay. I'm okay with this because we can just verdict. And then they would have to start all over. and a backup one. So if I get plains, I'm that much further away from a Mystic Sanctuary. We hit a Vengevine and an Altar of Dementia. So right now we have Cast Out and Shark Typhoon coming off this Replenish. That was a hell of a draw. I want that. Nice combo. All right, because we would have been able to set up back. I mean, they wouldn't have had it tapped, but nice. I guess that was the other thing, is I didn't necessarily pay attention to how many people were playing. So that other round, when I went to go talk, that round went by quick. So yeah, I didn't even update the record while I was talking last time.